Good day, this is Michael Lucy from 3V Business Solutions. 3V is proudly located and founded in Metro Detroit. We've been a provider of SEO, local search, pay-per-click, and remarketing services for nearly 5 years. What we're going to be discussing today is a strategy that we use predominantly on SAB or service area business websites called local city landing pages. What this strategy is that we give service area businesses the ability to market beyond their immediate city. Service area businesses include construction companies, law offices, medical facilities, doctor offices, heating and cooling companies, plumbing companies, basically any service-based business that provides their services around a radius from a central point. Real quick, I wanted to give an example of why this is important for your business. Search engines like Google use a local asset. In the case of Google, it's called a Google My Business page to define the contact information and address for any given business. Within that profile of a given Google My Business page, that address becomes very important for local consumer searches on a local basis. I'll give you an example. We have Taylor, Michigan attorneys here. As you can see in the first organic listing, we have the McAvoy law firm. And as we scroll down, I believe Mr. McAvoy also has the fourth organic listing in Taylor here. Now, as we move beyond Taylor onto the next city over, which in this case is Southgate, we do Southgate, Michigan attorneys. Mr. McAvoy, his website and his local search presence is, in the eyes of Google, not as relevant as it was for the search term Taylor, Michigan attorneys. So what you'll find in this case is he has no first page presence. He does have the second page. This would be the 12th organic listing. So second page presence. Not horrible, but not great. The further you move away from that city, the lower the rankings become. Not to bore you to death with the details here, but I believe he's in the 5th or 6th page of this search here, Mr. McAvoy is. So he quickly loses relevance in the searches as you get further and further away from that central point. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move into a demonstration. Hopefully it'll take no more than 5 or 10 minutes of how to implement a strategy, once again, we call city landing pages, that will give local service-based businesses a presence outside of their immediate city. Attached in the description of this video is a link to this article with instructions on how to implement this, detailed instructions how to implement this. I wanted to give a few words about this diagram that's within, or this picture, screen capture that's within the article on our website. What this is a screen capture for the term downriver DUI attorney. Downriver, Michigan, if you're not familiar with it, has about 400,000, approaching 400,000 consumers. So it's a highly competitive marketplace, and especially with the law offices and law firms. So we work with 4 separate law firms in the downriver area, and what we've achieved for all 4 of those is top 7 rankings for the term downriver DUI attorney, and similar types of search terms would include DUI attorneys downriver, DUI lawyers downriver. So it's not just limited to that one term right there. Point being is that this strategy is proven to work time and time again. One more word about legal or law office marketing. It's hyper competitive. It's probably the most competitive industry that we work in. So it's a constant fight to achieve these rankings amongst the lawyers themselves. So moving on, I wanted to quickly go through the prerequisites for the implementation that we're going to do today. One of the assumptions is we're going to be using a WordPress website. This strategy can be applied on any type of website, but what we're going to be discussing today is specific to WordPress only. Another assumption is you're familiar with, have deployed, and currently use the Yoast SEO WordPress plugin. Given the multitude of different SEO plugins available, we probably tried dozens of them here at 3V. Yoast is by far the most reliable and performs the best in comparison to the others, in our opinion, and the opinion of many other internet marketers as a whole. We also assume you have a little bit of working knowledge of WordPress, perhaps even a little bit of programming knowledge, although what we're going to be doing primarily is copying and pasting. And I would estimate maybe 2 to 8 hours of your time for 20 to 25 landing pages, or a couple $100 to pay to your digital marketer, your programmer, or your marketing agency as a whole. So we're going to breeze through steps number 1 and 2 real quick. The downloading and installing and configuration of the PHP code plugin. So we're going to be using one of our client websites, Superior Comfort HVAC, and you'll see we already have the PHP code plugin snippet, the PHP code plugin installed and configured. Following steps 1 and 2 are instructions how to download, install, and configure it. But essentially what we're suggesting is you have it set up exactly as we have set up here, verbatim, no changes. Onward to step 3. This is very important. Without this step, this strategy will not work at all, period. So what we're recommending you do here, or what we're mandating you do here, is add this piece of code here into your themes function.php file. If you've never worked with a functions file in WordPress, we recommend that you, at the very least, reach out to a programmer or developer, someone with working knowledge of it, because you can actually create more, do more harm than good here. So in our theme functions file, you'll see we already have this code written and deployed here. Once again, you may copy it directly from our article, implement it here, and you should be okay. You will be okay. The next step, step number 4, is the creation of a template page. I hate the word template just as much as the next guy, but in fact, or indeed, what this is a templated page. It's a page that's going to be reused over and over again for many different implementations. So if we go to pages, here, we already have our templated page created. I'm going to peruse through it real quick and give you a quick demonstration of how to set this page up and what to expect. So our templated page here is heating and cooling furnace and AC sales, install, and repair. Upon opening this page, you're going to see throughout the content, please note we use a visual editor tool called Visual Composer here. It's one of the best drag and drop UI content editors available within WordPress. So if you're not using it, we recommend that you reach out to the guys at WP Bakery and give it a try. So you can see we have the snippet code right here. Once again, that snippet is exactly as is listed in this short code column here, PHP snippet equals 1. So you'll see we have that snippet there. We have the snippet once again here. We have it again there. I think on this page a total of, like we recommend 10 times. It's documented there again. We recommend that this snippet be put in at least one H1 tag, one H2 tag, one H3 tag, and used at least 7 times within the content for best results. Step number 5, make sure that your Yoast SEO title and description are updated on the page itself. So in our case, this is our Yoast SEO implementation for title, heating and cooling dash furnace, comma, AC sales and repair with a relevant meta description. Try to make this read as naturally as possible. We always like to include a call to action in the description as well. So you can see at the end here, we have contact us with a phone number. Next is building the actual page and linking it to your home page. So in this case here, pretend we just made this templated page. What we're going to do is launch the page. And you'll see with just launching it in its native mode from the view post or view page, there's not much going on here. It's just a generic title. There's no city-specific landing page going on. However, when you add at the end of the URL a question mark, which in our programming world we call a query string, and you add variables. In our case, we're going to do city equal New York. Magic will happen. One of the things that happen is the title tag up here changes to New York Heating and Cooling. The H1 tag here changes to New York Heating and Cooling. And as you scroll down, you see the word New York is prevalent throughout the article. New York HVAC heating systems, New York. Once again, 10 total times we have on our pages implemented here. So for the purposes of today's test, what we're going to do is Melvindale. We've got to deploy this page for the city Melvindale for superior comfort. So we're going to launch the Melvindale page, and you can see the title tag is updated. All the content throughout the this page is updated to Melvindale. Another thing to be aware of is the meta description here, which is specific to Melvindale. This, once again, the meta description and the meta title, the dynamic updating of these two features are accomplished by step 3 when you add the code to the theme functions file. The importance of this is when a search engine, we'll use Google as an example, when they crawl your website, one of the prerequisites for every page is that they be unique. So every page needs to have a unique title, needs to have a unique description, and it's supposed to have unique content as well. Please note that we're pushing the boundaries of what they consider to be unique content because we are using a templated page and just dynamically replacing words throughout the site. So in no way, shape, or form, and this is a disclaimer in our article, is this a substitute for a genuine SEO and content marketing strategy. However, it's a nice stopgap solution that has, for us, proven to work time and time again. So we have our Melvindale page here. And then last thing we're going to do is we're going to submit a request to Google Webmasters here. We're going to do a fetch request for that page. And the purpose of this is we're going to manually index the page and ask that Google include it in their index and become available for search as soon as possible. If you omitted this step, we've seen it take as long as 6 months for a page to become available and searchable. So once again, what we did is we started with no presence for the city Melvindale here. And what we've done is for Melvindale furnace sales and installation, because we should be acquiring rankings quickly. There we are right now in the first position. Now, this listing here is going to be completely dependent upon many things. Number one is, are you logged in? Are you searching anonymously? What's your search history? Google takes into account your consumer behavior before presenting to you these listings. But the point being is, in our case, we achieved this page here for my account without having a presence prior to starting this exercise. That's pretty much it. As we scroll down, what we recommend you do is you check results. You try different combinations of search terms for that city and see where you do and don't rank. You can read through this article in full detail. Once again, the link is in the video description at the bottom. And I thank you for taking a few minutes of your time to check out this article. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or want to know how to implement this, and please feel free to reach out to 3V Business Solutions. You'll find throughout our website we have all kinds of calls to action where you can contact us via email, via phone, on social media. So we look forward to speaking with you, and be on the lookout for future videos and webinars by 3V Business Solutions. Thank you and have a great day.